Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to discuss some simple ways to calculate your antibiotic concentration. Okay, so we are going to see 2 or 3 examples for antibiotic calculation here. So if you're watching this video, it means that you have some doubts or you are confused or you are getting blanked whenever it comes to you about antibiotic concentration, right? So this is a simple video and I hope it helps you a lot. Okay, so before starting with this video, I just want you to remember that stock solutions of antibiotics, they have to be made freshly, they have to be filter sterilized and have to be stored in refrigerator, because if you store them at room temperature, they will get contaminated over the period of time. Okay, so you mostly you get antibiotic vials in a powder form, say till 5 um, 1 to 3 or max I guess 5 grams of the powder vial, and you use that for making your stock solution. Most of the times the concentration, if in some cases for some antibiotics the concentrations how to prepare the stock solution and all is mentioned, and you can use that to refer and you can make your stock solutions. Okay, so now let's start. So what is the need to calculate antibiotic concentration? Okay, why to calculate? Why can't we just simply add the powder which is commercially available? We can add 1 or 2 mg of the antibiotic to 1 liter of our nutrient agar or nutrient broth and mix it and pour our plates. No, that's not how it works, right? Because bacteria, they respond differently to different concentrations of antibiotic, right? So bacterial responses to antibiotics are concentration dependent. Okay, concentration dependent, and that's the reason we need to calculate the concentration of antibiotic. So at high concentrations, antibiotic exhibit antimicrobial activities on susceptible cells, while sub-inhibitory concentrations induce diverse biological responses. Okay, means different responses you can see in different bacteria. Okay, so now in which cases or in which experiments we need these kinds of calculations? So these are some which I remember. So there are many other experiments where you can or you may need to do antibiotic calculations, but simply till the master's level, if you are performing plasmid isolation, transformation and curing, then in case of transformation we need antibiotic concentrations to check whether the transformation has got successfully or not, then checking antibiotic resistance, antibiotic susceptibility, even for plasmid isolation where the initial culture from which we have to isolate the plasmid is grown in I guess kanamycin uh, broth. Okay, broth which has the kanamycin antibiotic. So if the culture has plasmid which has the kanamycin resistance gene, then the culture will grow faster and will help to induce or to get more number of plasmids copied. Okay, so these are some experiments where you need antibiotic concentration. So now what is stock solution and what is working solution? Okay, so stock solution is a large volume of common reagent. Okay, so it can be a buffer, acid or a base, or in this case we are talking about antibiotic. So we are going to make a stock solution of antibiotic. Okay, and that is further diluted as per our need. Okay, so say you have a stock solution of any given antibiotic, and for a first experiment you need concentration of 100 mg per ml. For second you may need concentration of 200 mg per ml or 500 mg per ml. So depending on your experimental need, you can use that stock solution, do your calculations and decide what amount of stock solution is to be used for getting the desired concentration. Okay, so sometimes working solutions are they come into picture where or what are they, just let's see that. So working solution is one where concentration of stock solution is decreased by using a solvent, and this is the one which you use for your experiment directly. Okay, then next is okay, so let's see how to determine the volumes to use to obtain a certain concentration. So determine volumes to use is a volume that has to be added to your broth or agar, okay, for getting a certain concentration. How will you calculate for that? So we will use the following formula to determine the amount of stock solution um, to use for any amount, and make sure that your units match. Okay, so this is a formula which we will use, and one point to remember here is your units should match. Whole of your calculation should be done either in mg per ml or either in μg per ml. So depending on what you have, you need to make some conversions for units to match. Okay, so now remember that you have a or you have to convert mg per ml to μg per ml. Okay, so for that you can just simply multiply by 1000, or vice versa you can convert μg per ml to mg per ml. So depending on what you have, what is feasible to you and you find easy, you can do the conversions. So the formula here is C1V1 is equal to C2V2. So C stands for concentration and V stands for volume. So for example, let's see, okay, you have a stock solution of A, any given antibiotic, and the stock solution is of 100 mg per ml. Okay, and you want 150 ml of nutrient broth, okay, at 100 mg per ml. So stock solution is what you have, and that is the value which you will put in C2V2. Okay, so the C2V2 we are using here as what you have. You will add those values here, and you want 150 ml of nutrient broth at the concentration of 100 micrograms per ml. So that will those values will go under C1V1 for what you want. Okay, these values you can put vice versa, like C1V1 for what you have and C2V2 for what you want. Okay, so this depends on you. This will not affect your calculations. You will get what you get by using any one of this method. So now put these values. So C1V1 is for what you want. So we want 100 micrograms per ml of the concentration for volume 150 ml, and we have 100 mg per ml of our stock solution, and the volume is unknown. Okay, it can be 10, 20, 30, anything. So that is what is your stock solution. So that is not what we are using here. The X here is what you will use to have your final concentration in your agar or broth. Okay, so don't get confused. The X here is the volume you get after doing calculation, and that is the volume you will use to get your certain concentration. The stock solutions volume is not required here. Okay, the stock solution can be of 20 ml, 50 ml, anything. So you add your values. So now here you will see all the values are in 1 unit, that is μg per ml. Okay, now do the calculation, simple math, do the multiplication here, and yes, uh, you will do the simple calculations, and the value which you get for X here is 0.15 ml, or in microliters it will be 150 microliters. Okay, so this is the volume to be used for your experiment. Like say you will now add 150 micrograms of this stock to 150 ml of your nutrient broth. Okay, and by adding that, mixing that, you will get a 150 ml of nutrient broth at the volume of 100 mg per ml. Okay, so this was for 150 ml of nutrient broth. Another Okay, so this is another example where we have to make 100 ml of nutrient broth, which is supplemented with what 100 micrograms of ampicillin. So the stock solution here is of 1 gram ampicillin dissolved in 10 ml of distilled water, and the stock solution we get is 100 mg per ml of sodium ampicillin. Okay, as 1 gram is equal to 100 mg of ampicillin. So sorry, 1 gram is 1000 mg. So 1000 divided by 10, we get 100 mg per ml. Okay, so that is the simple calculation for stock solution. Okay, so now we need to make nutrient broth of 100 ml with 100 micrograms per ml of antibiotic. So C1, let the C1 be concentration of stock, C2 be the concentration of broth to be made, and V1 be the volume required to be transferred, and V2 be the volume required to be made. Okay, so here C1 is what we C1 V1 is what we have, and C2 V2 is what we need to make. Okay, so now we will just put the values here. Here also you will see that the conversions of microgram are done to mg, convert μg to mg. Okay, so the conversions are made. I had got all the both the values in mg. Now do the simple calculations. 0.1 mg into 100 divided by this 100. From the left side we will go towards right side in division, and by calculating you will get 0.1 ml as your answer. So 0.1 ml is what it is, 100 microliters. Okay, so you add 100 microliters of filter sterilized ampicillin stock to your sterile nutrient broth, and this is how you get 100 ml of nutrient broth with 100 micrograms per ml of ampicillin. But now if you have to make same with same concentration, you have to make nutrient broth for 1000 ml, that is per liter of nutrient broth or nutrient agar. Then what you will do? So by doing same calculations, you will get the answer as add 1 ml of ampicillin, which has the concentration of 100 mg per ml. You will directly add that to 1 liter of your agar to obtain the concentration of 100 mg per ml. Okay, so per liter is 1000 ml. So first example we saw was for 150 ml of nutrient broth, second we saw for 100 ml of nutrient broth, and the third one here is for per liter, that is 1000 ml. Okay, so by using same uh, formula, you can do the calculations, match your units, and the volume which you get in your answer is what you need to transfer from your stock solution to your media. Okay, and this is how you get your antibiotic concentration calculations done. Okay, so I hope you like my videos. Okay, and I hope this video is helpful to you all. So thank you for watching. Do like my videos, do share these videos with your friends, and do subscribe to my channel. Okay, till then, bye bye.